Oftentimes in these big organizations, what ends up happening is the boots on the ground clinicians are just overburdened, whether it be. So, what challenges exist when it comes to creating a humanized healthcare experience for diverse populations? In my career as a clinician and as a manager and as a clinic owner and a consultant, I've been in situations where the healthcare systems that we were working with or I was working in saw patients from a wide range of maybe cultural backgrounds or socioeconomic backgrounds or even just geographic backgrounds. When I was at the VA, for example, we saw everybody from, this might not mean much if you don't live in Georgia, but like from Toccoa, Georgia up north, all the way down to like Dublin, Georgia in the south, in the rural area. So we would have patients driving, in some cases, 2.5, 3 hours to come see us at the clinic. And that's a wide range of people. You get different socioeconomic status, you get different cultural backgrounds. One of the biggest challenges in delivering a real humanized experience, like where you're building a real relationship with those patients, stems from the fact that oftentimes in these big organizations, what ends up happening is the boots on the ground clinicians are just overburdened, whether it be through productivity and utilization metrics, whether it be what management is focusing on, which is oftentimes efficiency, volume, et cetera. And part of that, I tackle in the book, Better Outcomes, A Guide to Humanizing Healthcare. Part of that is a result of the way that we pay for healthcare with this fee-for-service model. But regardless of why that's happening, the result is that the clinicians that are on the ground treating patients feel overburdened, feel taxed. And what ends up happening is that they begin reducing people from, okay, this is Rafi Salazar and he's got a rotator cuff repair or something like that. And this is his social context. And this is why, I'm working with him, or these are the things that are important to him. And these are the things we need to focus on, to, okay, I've got a rotator cuff at 8 o'clock. I've got a carpal tunnel coming in at 8:30. I've got a reverse total shoulder coming in at 9, et cetera, et cetera. And we end up reducing people to either their symptoms or their sum of their symptoms or the diagnosis itself. And when we do that, it really, it abstracts for the clinicians the meaning or the purpose of their work. A lot of people that went into healthcare, I always say this, most people that go into healthcare as a clinician or as a field is more of like a vocational calling than it is a job. I mean, sure, it's a safe, secure career field, and that's why people choose healthcare. But a lot of people that go into healthcare because they want to serve people. They want to they want to alleviate the suffering of their fellow man in a lot of ways. And when we focus on, or when management ends up focusing on a lot of these upper, efficiency, productivity, utilization-driven metrics, what ends up happening downstream is that the clinicians end up just trying to survive. They're on the point of burnout. They become apathetic to the individual needs of their patients that they're seeing, and they end up falling into some of those patterns of behavior that end up really dehumanizing the healthcare experience for the patients receiving it. So the biggest change we need to make in this area is give, whether it be from leadership, a top-down approach, or from clinicians themselves, just reconnecting with the purpose of their role as clinicians in helping other people on their unique road to recovery. And then as management, giving them the freedom and the space to do that, whether it be focusing on other metrics besides just the efficiency metrics. At the clinic that I run and some that I've consulted for, we've gone with like the CARE measure, which is the care and empathetic relationship scale or something like that, CARS, care and empathy, or care and relational empathy scale, the CARE measure, which really focuses on those non-technical, the soft skills, the human element of healthcare. So that's what we really need to begin shifting to as healthcare organizations.